The connection's been weird. I'm sure a lot of changes are coming to this place. Um, or they just don't want me to get this message out. But those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Aaron. I'm a survivor of being a black sheep, scapegoat, being abused by narcissists. Majority of my life, I know what it's like to be bullied, singled out, isolated. I know what it's like to be targeted, um, being hated without a cause. That's what they said in the Bible. I understand that very, very well. And I just come on here to share my testimonies with you guys because I know you all have been through similar situations. So I hope you all find this content uh, something relatable, something you all can relate to, something you all can be like, now I see why this happened, or now I see why that happened. Because, you know, if you're a chosen one and you're an empath, you go through a lot, man, in this world, in this society. It's far more sinister than we think, right? And we're going to talk about trusting again after narc abuse. And we're going to talk about racism, which is a very big topic, which I really haven't touched on too much. So I'm going to go in depth on these things. And hey, baby, good to see you, baby. Carnita, good to see you. Carnita Johnson, hey, I made it on. I made it to one. How are you? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just uh, I'm just out here trying to preach the good message because when I tried to get on live earlier, they saying the connection was bad and all this other stuff. They doing all kinds of weird stuff, but I'm gonna keep it pushing anyways. Um, so basically, when anybody goes through narcissistic abuse, mainly with relationships where you formed a deep connection with the narcissist, you showed so much love to the narcissist. You was ride or die. You was wanting to please the narcissist, bend over backwards for the narcissist. Narcissist said jump, you would have said how high type deal. Um, but then when the narcissist betrays you, when the narcissist triangulates against you, you know, even down to the point where, even down to the point where, when you're dealing with these kind of people, they'll force you to tell them your dirtiest secrets. They'll force you to tell them certain things that you've done in your past that you're not proud of, because they'll tell you stuff that they've done. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not true. Sometimes they'll make up some stuff just so you can spill your guts out or spill your heart out, you know. Um, and that's just relationship wise, not to mention with the family dynamic where some of us have terrible parents, some of us have terrible aunties, some of us have terrible sociopathic grandmas and grandpas, right? Them the type of people you tell them your business, they won't spread it throughout the whole family, right? So imagine you being an empath and you a chosen one. You you see that, and now you, as a child, you automatically feel alone. Like, damn, I feel like I'm surrounded by people I can't even trust, and they supposed to be my family, you know. And one thing that sucks when you're dealing with a lot of people is some people know how to lie really good. Some people know how to deceive really good, but they always give themselves away when, let's say, you make a mistake or you do something so minuscule, but it just irks their nerves. Or another tactic that I would recommend you all paying attention to is if you are doing like some light worker stuff, you over here feeding the homeless, you over there taking care of people. Some people get irritated about that. They're like, you ain't got to do all that. What you doing all that for? If you hear somebody tell you some stuff like that, you'd have thought that somebody would appreciate or honor you for trying to help humanity. But most people out here, they see you out here trying to help people. You trying to feed people. You trying to clothe people. What you doing all that for? You ain't got to do it. If the connection gets bad, I'm sorry about that. It'll jump and skip. It's like anytime I try to go live now, it'll jump and skip. just randomly. So obviously something's working against me, but I'm gonna keep it pushing, y'all. Let me see. Conita says the devil is a lie. Glad you made it. Oh, thank you, Conita. I appreciate that. I really do. Adrian, good to see you, brother. What's good, fam? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm just here. I'm going to talk about some important topics for tonight. A lot of us have been through narcissistic abuse, and one of the biggest mistakes that we make is we classify everybody as the same as the narcs that we've done in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. Uh, Genuine folks is very hard to find, but if you're living for the Most High will align you with the right people in due time. Sometimes you have to heal first. You have to put the pieces to the puzzle together of what really happened in the relationship or what really happened in your childhood. And then once you finally come to that understanding, then you'll start to run into some genuine folks who will uplift you and support you in whatever endeavors that you want to do, as long as it's a positive cause. A real friend or a real partner is not going to let you do something stupid to jeopardize yourself or destroy yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to study the person by the fruits that they bear. This is what I mean by discernment. If you're hanging around somebody and the only thing they want to do is listen to NBA Youngboy, that shit'll melt your brain, man. You know? Or they always want to play around and hang around and drink a lot or smoke a lot. Or they always talk about some drama that they in, playing the victim and all that stuff. You know, sometimes you can catch people that's playing victim, because a lot of times people that play victim will say one thing and do another thing. You know, these are the kind of things we have to pay attention to. If you having people in your circle, the people in your circle has to uplift you, has to be a positive influence in your life. Because if you're hanging around low vibing people who doing low vibing shit, who's in a very dark space, they will never appreciate you, no matter how many times you bail them out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do people treat you? You know, you want to be able to trust again, you have to discern how somebody's treating you. Are they moving too fast? You know that you met this person at the corner store. Now all of a sudden they trying to have your baby. Now all of a sudden they trying to get married to you right away. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to us as empaths and chosen ones, we have to learn to move at our own pace and not move at somebody else's pace. Right? Move at your own pace, y'all. This is not a race. This is a journey. This life right here is a storyline. We have things to go through. We have things to see. We have things to experience here. This is just part of our walk. This is why we're here on this earth. We go through these things to evolve, to get better. But there are some good people that you will meet along the way. It's up to us to really see them for who they are, right? But the truth be told is, we have to see this from a big standpoint. We live in a world that has been manipulated. The masses has been manipulated on so many levels. Okay? So it's like mentally, all even some people who think doing some wrong shit is good, this is what they've been programmed to do. They think that doing fucked up shit to people is the right thing to do, because they think that that's how somebody you connect with somebody like that. You know, people's understanding of connection and love is all screwed up, right? That's all I'm saying. So basically, you know, if you're a light worker and you're a chosen one, you have to really see somebody for who they are, in terms of what are they doing with their life, what kind of habits are they doing, what kind of habits do they bring into your circle, right? Because some people will bring some messed up shit into your circle, man. You know, but nowadays, especially after narc abuse, basically what an empath goes through is like a heightened sensory. So you know, or even the subject that they're talking about, you can trust again, you can love again. You just have to be more discerning of how people are living. That's all. That's all. You know, a lot of times when we dealt with narcissists, they had bad habits. They like to attack people. They like to start shit. They like to start drama. You got to find the person that likes to have peace, that likes to have mutual respect. Keyword mutual respect. You have to find people like that that has that sense of mutual respect. They respect your being, you respect their being, and when you all come around, you all work in harmony. You know, sometimes it might be a misunderstanding, but overall, these people have nothing but the best for you. They support you in your endeavors. True, they don't care if you go to pilot school to become a pilot. They support you in that. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to tear you down or be a distraction or get mad at you because you haven't talked to them in a few days because you was too busy studying for an exam or some shit. Some people have to be understanding of your path and understanding of your journey. If they're not understanding of your path and understanding of your journey, obviously these are distractions. These people here, they want all your attention. They want you to be focused on their drama and their bullshit. You know, and even down to relationships, ladies, y'all gotta be careful with some of these dudes because some of these dudes, they will leech off of you. They don't care if you work in a regular 9 to 5. They will find a way to swindle in your pockets because they're bums, they're losers. You know, ladies, look out for bums and losers. Same thing, fellas. If you're dealing with certain females, certain females are leeches as hell too. They're bums, they're losers. All they want to do is lay on their back, get pregnant by you, and live off of you for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? So always be discerning and see how a person treats you, because how a person treats you dictates how far that relationship or that friendship will go, or even that family dynamic. Some family members, even in the midst of all that, they still have your back. You know, some family members do have your back. But nowadays, most family members don't have scapegoats and empaths backs like that. As a child, you grew up isolated. You grew up separated. You know what I'm saying? Especially growing up amongst people who betrayed you, that will really crush your trust. It makes you look at the world differently. Let me look at the comments. E baby says that's true. Right, right. I see you, baby. Kanita, 100. Right. Kanita says yes, indeed. So many levels to disrespect. Right, right, Kanita. Right. E baby says you can't trust double-minded people. Right. They say one thing and then they do another. You have to pay attention to that. And a lot of times that you can catch that crap. You can catch that crap within like a few days of talking to somebody. They saying one thing and then they doing another. Oh man. Oh, Queen of the South, good to see you. Hello, brother Aaron. Hey, good to see you. China Doll, good to see you. I'm glad you made it on. They don't care if you have kids. They want your money, time, and attention. Exactly, China Doll. Exactly. You gotta, you know, if somebody don't understand that you got some important shit going on and they don't want to give you your space to actually accomplish that, you know, it's not like you putting them on the back burner. You told them, hey, listen, I got an exam coming up, or listen, I got an appointment coming up. I probably won't be able to talk to you until such and such. And they get mad or upset or this and that. You gotta watch that, cause some people feel like they gotta have your time, your attention, even your money, all the time. You know, we live in a very insecure world. People are already insecure, and then when they look at chosen ones, they think that we perfect because we carry ourselves differently. We don't do all the extra shit like they do. You know, we carry ourselves a certain way. We have a certain vibe or aura about us. So people automatically think that we're perfect. And then when we make a mistake, they want to blow it up into something big. But they can make all the mistakes in the world. But you make a mistake, oh, they're going to blow that shit up. They're going to spread it amongst their family members. They're going to spread it amongst the people in your school. You know, I mean, we're perfect by design. You know, Most High made us who we are, but we still struggle with certain things. That's where doing that shadow work, identifying the wrongs that we've done and correcting them. We all did some wrong in this life. We all messed up at some point. You know, we all did some fucked up shit before. But correcting that and see, the Most High don't look at who you are in the past. The Most High looks at who you are now. The problem is we look at ourselves in the past and be like, damn, I did some fucked up shit, and we beat ourselves up because, damn, because of the decisions that we made, but we didn't know. Most times we were just finding ourselves. We were just finding ourselves. That's all. But if you're not doing the same reckless, ignorant shit that you was doing before, you made a lot of progress. A lot of progress. You know, it's just understanding that, diverting back to trusting again, that the situations that you were in, you're not in those situations anymore. There's still people out there who will align with you, who will love you properly. It's just that you have to be ready to receive that. Always be ready to receive. Kanye West said, when a real nigga hold you down, you supposed to drown, and that goes both ways. Fellas, if a girl's holding you down, you supposed to drown. Let that girl hold you down, man. Support her, love her, cherish her, protect her. Same thing, ladies. If a man is holding you down, support him, love him, nurture him. Huh? Uplift him. He's holding you down. Shoot, that's important. Queen of South. Right. Hope it's all well. Yes, everything's been all well. You know, I'm just spreading this message tonight to let everybody know that not everybody's out to destroy you. Narcissistic abuse is only designed to show us what kind of world this is. There are deceivers out here. There are shapeshifters out here. Before you get too attached to somebody, observe their actions. Like E-Baby said before, if they double-minded, they saying one thing and doing another, that's a red flag. That's all. It's just minor things that we have to pay attention to before we really get in too deep with somebody. That's all. That's all. It's just minor things. That's all. Khalid says, I did that, and it was an art. Oh, wait, what you mean, Khalid? I'm sorry, I'm lost. I'm trying to figure out what you mean. Um, but yeah, so basically all I'm saying is, like I said before, when you're dealing with people, observe their actions. People give themselves away all the time, all the time. There's somebody out there who would love us and appreciate us from head to toe. It's just, you know, aligning yourself up the right way with that person and being more observant. Right. Oh, she was referring to the holding down comment. Right, right. Yeah, I understand, Carnita. See, that's why I say be more discerning of who you get involved with, because you can hold down somebody. It just has to be the right person. It has to be somebody who respects you, has a mutual respect. Y'all not gonna agree on everything, but at least y'all can respect each other. You know, that's important. They really do have your back. They're not gonna let somebody just walk up and just disrespect you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? That's important. China Doll says Second Timothy chapter 3. Oh, come on with it, China Doll. Explain what's going on now. Right. The love of many shall wax cold. I know that scripture very well. In the last days, many people will be lovers of themselves. They're gonna be wicked. That's the world today. This is probably one of these times that we in now is probably one of the biggest tests for humanity. These times right now, it's like, okay, which side are you gonna choose? Because motherfuckers out here playing games and they think that shit is not gonna catch up to them. Lying to people, using people, deceiving people, spreading people's business. They think being messy and toxic is oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about my life. I'm not talking about your life. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Motherfuckers out here doing evil shit and they think they're not gonna get what's coming to them. But if I talk about it, I'm an asshole. I'm a dickhead because of that. You know? Paul, good to see you, Paul. Amen. Hanise Johnson says, I was trying to be the better half with someone who held it down a little bit more than me, money wise, but it was a narc. Right. A lot of times in a situation like that, they do stuff like that to maintain control. They may not they may hold you down money wise, but emotional wise and security wise and protection wise, you on your own. You know what I'm saying? But they'll make sure you get your hair done. They'll make sure you have some food. But they will neglect your emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being. Good people will preserve you all the way around, not just financially, emotionally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? They are willing to see your perspective on things, you know? So it's like you have to deal with somebody who's willing to listen, who's willing to support, who's willing to respect, who can honor your journey, who can honor your walk, because that stuff is important, man. That stuff is important. But it's, like China doll says, 2 Timothy chapter 3 perfectly describes what a lot of people are nowadays. They have no love in the heart. The love of many shall wax cold. A lot of people are heartless. A lot of people are egotistical, narcissistic. When it comes down to them, they'll sacrifice anyone just to get a few dollars out you. They don't care. I've ran into people that say, "Oh, today's my birthday," and I gave them $5 for their birthday, and it wasn't their birthday. You know what I'm saying? Deceitful, lying. That's what's out here, y'all. It's just understanding who you are and understanding how important it is to observe people. Just sit back, let people talk, look at their actions. Man, I've been around certain women. Um, I literally watched them call 2, 3 different dudes, asking 2, 3 different dudes for money. No, none of those dudes knew each other. But this chick was calling like 2, 3 different dudes, and then she looked at me. She like, "Up, you look like you ain't gonna fuck with me." No, I ain't gonna fuck with you, cause I'm not gonna be in that rotation of dudes you using for money and all this other shit. But that shit catches up to them, man. You can't play with people. I don't care. I don't care who you are, man or woman. You cannot play with each other like that. You can't disrespect people like that. I don't care how fucked up your situation is. There's people out there that had to go through some real dark situations, but they got out of it in a legit way. They believed in themselves, and they grinded and grinded until they changed their whole life around. So what I'm here to tell you all today, don't let your circumstances or what happened to you in the past dictate how you view and trust people. You can love somebody. You can really be there for somebody. You just have to be more discerning this time. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Um, Kanita says, China doll, amen. Right. E-baby, exactly. No moral support. Right. Right. If you hanging with somebody and you feel like you're an outcast with them, don't hang with them. Don't hang with them. They don't respect you. They don't value you. They get mad when you got some shit going on. You just trying to do some things with your life and they don't understand that. Don't bother with them. Don't bother with them. Carnita Johnson says, that narc wanted to destroy who I was and what I did. He was jealous of my career as an entertainer, comedian, acting, plays, shows, etc. all over. Yeah. A narcissistic man does not want his woman to outshine him or to have her own thing. Understand one thing about narcissists. This is the bottom line. They do not want the people around them to have any sense of independence. They want you to be codependent on them for everything, even down to life decisions. Let's say, "Oh, I was thinking about going to this college to become a pharmacist." The narcissist will usually say, "No, no, no, don't be a pharmacist. Go to school and be a veterinarian." Control of your success, if that makes sense. Any success you get, the narcissist wants to be the one to be like, "Oh, it was me. It was me that did it. It was me that directed them on their path and made them have what they have now." That's all they care about. Narcissists only care about praise and recognition and power. They will take away your independence and make you codependent, right? Because that's all they care about. They want you to depend on them. That's why narcissistic parents, they'll kick their own children out the house just so their children will come crawling back to them. It's a sick game. But that's what the system has done to a lot of people. Narcissism is a virus. And it's a nasty virus. It's all over the place. So it's like we have to be more discerning of what kind of people that we choose to let in our space. Sometimes you have to be mean to people. Sometimes you have to be like, man, I don't want this motherfucker around me. I don't know you like that. Get the fuck out of my face. Sometimes you gotta be like that. You know, sometimes you have to be, especially if you're an empath, because when you're a chosen one and you're an empath, you are magnetic. Your aura and your energy field is magnetic. So automatically, people who are low vibing, they're gonna be attracted, even if they hate you. Even if you know that, this here come this motherfucker, they gonna start some bullshit. They can't help it because they're attracted to you some kind of way. It's because your energy and your aura field is magnetic. Okay, it's the same thing as we're pretty much cheese left out in the middle of the living room. Of course, some rats and roaches gonna try to crawl after it because we're the gold mine. We're the source. Without us, they don't know how they gonna keep themselves alive. So it's like with us, we're like a unlimited energy supply. So it's like that's the reason why they try to keep us around for so many years, right? Because they want to keep that energy supply continuously. That's all. India Hayes, good to see you. Hey everybody, I love y'all. And keep y'all heads up and keep your judgment strong. That's extra facts, right? Keep your discernment high, right? Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I wrote a whole album about what I was going through. Oh wow, man. Okay, now you put down some music. Okay, see that's creativity right there. Some of us been through some stuff that's so fucked up. Y'all can write that shit in a book. Y'all can put that shit on Amazon. You feel me? Y'all go ahead and turn your pain into profit. You feel me? Turn your pain into profit. Let me get a sip. China Doll says, yes, the narc had me totally dependent. When I tried to get a job, he ran off to the new supply he worked with. Right. That doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Right. That's their whole game plan, China Doll. Their whole game plan is to make you totally dependent on them. Parents to do this, relationships, that kind of stuff will happen. Even certain friends that you meet, they'll try to sway your life in some sort of way where they have some sort of control over it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. It's all about power, control, admiration, and validation to the narcissist. Anything else outside of that, they can give no fucks about. It don't even matter. If it came down to sacrificing their children just for some fame, just for some recognition, man, the narcissists will sign their name on that dotted line real quick. And a lot of narcissists out here are Masons, so you don't really know how deep in the rabbit hole, how deep into that dark underworld that they're in. You know, we live in a world where motherfuckers are sending agents at you just to try to stumble you, just to try to be in your way, just to stop you on your path. That's why it's been real difficult for us to achieve certain things, because we up against a real evil adversary, and they're large in numbers. And they have positions of power that a lot of times we have to get through them just to get anywhere in life, which is fucked up. It don't matter what position of power they have now, how much money they got in their bank account, how much technology that they have. They're gonna get what's coming to them regardless. They cannot fight against the super. You cannot take a bullet and fight against an almighty deity. You can't do that. You're not gonna win. I don't care how many bombs you got, how many satellites you got. You're not gonna win against something that's been around for a very long time, something that's immortal. You know what I'm saying? You can't win against that. Any Hayes. Kanita says, out my face. Right, Kanita? Right. Sometimes you gotta tell people, man, get the hell out my face. I don't know you like that. Shoot, sometimes you gotta be mean to people. It's not like you want to. Sometimes you gotta be, because motherfuckers be trying to drain your energy. Any Hayes said, real talk, Kanita, they're clowns. Right. Kanita says, yes, I do music and writing a book as well. See, that's amazing right there. And it'll pay off. Turning your pain into profit. You know? turning your pain into profit. And that's going to help people worldwide, you know? So that's amazing. I encourage anyone who's here, who's watching right now, turn your pain into profit. Write a book. Start a YouTube channel. Start a TikTok or something. Shoot. I mean, some people are kind of scared to really show themselves, which I understand, but do you know how many people y'all could be helping just sharing your testimonies? Man, some of y'all got powerful voices and you don't even see that. You know, but now I'm going to go to the next topic. I'm going to talk about racism. All right. Now, this is going to be a deep topic. It's going to be deep. It might be triggering. But I'm going to lay this out real quick. Let me see. Kanisa Johnson, thank you. Right. You missed the whole thing I wrote. Oh, India Hayes, I'm sorry about that. This platform, sometimes on this live, like certain comments, I can't see. Because I'm going one by one. I'm looking. But they don't show certain comments and stuff like that. So I'm sorry about that. I do not mean to miss anybody's comment. If it seems like I do, it's because YouTube is a flawed platform. They don't show certain comments until after the live is uploaded, which is messed up. And I'm sorry about that. I really am. Not me. The stage is my pulpit. Right, Kanita. Racism is a very deep topic. Right. You know, well, I'm gonna put it like this. Racism is not about skin color. This is about economic control, right? This is about economic control. Did you know that they have discriminatory laws for who gets a higher interest rate and who gets a lower interest rate on certain home loans and things like that? Or who gets a higher profit? Let's say you selling your home, they say, "Oh, we'll buy it for you from 250,000," but somebody of another race will get it for will sell their home for like 500,000. They have laws set up to discriminate. That's why when you fill out an application, they ask you, "What's your color? What's your race? Hispanic, white, black, uh, native." Sometimes they'll do stuff like that because they're already classifying you on where they should put you. You know, um, this has been going on for a very long time, very long time. That's why they designate certain races into certain neighborhoods. You know, the hood was designed for certain people, like so-called African Americans, aka melanated men and women. They will designate you to certain places, and some places in this country, if you're so-called melanated, you cannot live there. Period. It don't matter how good your credit is or how big your down payment is. Some communities will not allow melanated folks to live in there. It's organized. What I'm saying is this is organized economically. Okay? Even certain schools. We get the public schools, while certain races, they get the private schools and they get the better educations. They learn about certain part is, right? As a so-called black person, most of your hate is going to come from other black people. Most of your hate is going to come from the people that you see every day. You know, I've been called a white boy because I was out here trying to go to college. I was out here trying to, change my life around. Oh, I'm going to do some things. I'm going to make it out the hood. They call you a sellout because you're trying to leave the hood. You're trying to leave the projects. Right? But then when you do leave the hood and you do leave the projects, you run into these Karens. This is private property. You're not allowed to be here. Doesn't matter how qualified you are, man. Motherfuckers is gonna find a way to try to shit on your success. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. You know? And then you got certain ones that think that because they get to sit at the table with some white supremacy white folks on national TV, they shit, basically Uncle Ruckus's. If whoever saw the Boondocks, Uncle Ruckus, he want the little big eyeball and shit. That man will take it up the ass for white men all day long. White supremacy, not just white men, white supremacy. Cause let me tell you something about racism. Race has nothing to do with color. It's really just who you are at the very core. This is what I mean. There's people who's of my family, they hate me. There's white folks that hate each other. Because one is saying, oh, I can't hang with those niggers, they're fucking monkeys. And then there's ones that saying, man, we can't talk about melanated folks like that. They're humans too. They're life forces too. They deserve the same respect and the same treatment. They deserve the same privileges. So there's a division amongst each race. Even with some Hispanic folks. Some Hispanic folks, because they family got money, will shit on other races, but will kiss ass to white supremacy. Not white folks, white supremacy. Ones who's rich and in power, who will shit on other races at the end of the day. White supremacy, those who are not of my bloodline, they don't mean shit to me. You know, the problem with the world today is we don't see that there's a common enemy, and it ain't got a specific, well, it do got a specific color, but it's really it's just the mentality. Who has that mentality and who doesn't? And I think that's what's being weeded out now, is that some people have this mentality that they're better than other people because they got some money or they got some power, and they get to sit at a round table with some white supremacists who's in power. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I have no problem with any race. As long as they respect me, I respect them. Because at the end of the day, the Most High made them who they are. The Most High made me who I am. No, I didn't have a choice about I didn't have a choice about who I was gonna be. They didn't have a choice about who they was gonna be. I could have been born as anything. I could have been born as a hyena. I could have been born as a lion. I could have been born as an elephant. I could have been born as a walrus. I could have been born as a damn germ. I could have been born as an insect, a praying mantis. I didn't have any choice in who I was going to be and what my life was going to become. So I don't have any problem with somebody who's so-called not the same skin color as me. We may come from different cultures, but we have a mutual respect for one another. That's cool to me. I'm talking about these motherfuckers who got money, suit and tie, and power. And this is all races that have this. It's that little world. You know, they got these lodges like Boule, um, Skull and Bones, places like that. That'll shit on you and me who's not part of that. You understand? Because we're not part of that, they will shit on you. They will shit on me. It doesn't matter if you're white or Hispanic, Native American. If you're not part of that, you are instantly a scumbag. You are less than them. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Paul says, amen. In the haze. Even go to the jails, bro. African Americans get more time. Right, exactly. Right. But we cannot, I'll just put it like this. We cannot hate all white folks because of the system. The system is the system. Whoever's in charge of the system, those are the motherfuckers we should be after. Not the ones we see every day. I mean, of course, you're going to run into a few ignorant folks who say, oh, you fucking nigger, go back to Africa. But if I say, if we decided to go back to Africa, let's say all black folks in America just hopped on a plane, man, they'll shut the airports down, man. Because did you know that 70% of the economy is basically thriving because of us? Because of all the weave, the liquor, the meat. Black folks buy it all up, man. That's why Chinese folks and even other races, even other races that hate us, they'll come into the community. They'll put a corner store there. They'll put a Chinese food store there, right? A beauty supply store, to capitalize off of us. Without us being here, this economy is nothing. That's why if they say, oh, go back to Africa, you nigger. But the moment we hop on them damn planes, or the moment we start buying plane tickets overnight to go to fucking Zimbabwe or some shit, Man, they gonna send the National Guards. They gonna send the CIA. Yeah, where are you going? You're not allowed to leave. Why are you all leaving so fast? No, no, no. We can't have that. You don't like us here, but you need us here because we make shit happen for this damn country. Our ancestors built it, and now you're capitalizing off of us just being here. And that's not the truth. And some white folks who's not part of that bullshit, they just got caught up in the mix. That's all. But some of their family members is ignorant as hell. Oh, don't fucking deal with those niggers. They're horrible people. They're fucking racist. They blah 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 blah. But then you got a few white folks that be like, no, this can't be right. They don't treat me like that. Why are we gonna hate a race for no fucking reason? You know, so it's not every white folks, it's not every Hispanic folks, it's not every Chinese folks. It's just specific ones with that white supremacy mentality that think that, oh yeah, we got money, we got power, we're rich, and we'll kill off the middle class, we'll kill off the poor because we don't give a fuck. This is our planet, our money rules. You know what I'm saying? That's the system that I'm talking about. Excuse me. Paul says, I'm going to write a book about my life soon. Yes, sir. Yes. Absolutely, Paul. I support it, man. I support it. E Baby says the system is designed for blacks to fight amongst each other. Exactly, E Baby. Come on with E Baby. Speak your gospel. Right. China Doll says it's a lot of colorism amongst blacks. Right. You know, growing up, a lot of older black folks be like, oh, the white man's keeping us down. It's not every white man. It's just the ones that are in power. There's some white folks out here that understand the struggle. They understand. Okay, what about the ones that live in the trailer parks? What about the homeless white folks? I can go to Miami right now and see some homeless white folks. It ain't all white folks. It's just the ones that's not part of that bloodline, that ain't born into the money. If you're not born into the money, they will outcast you. It don't matter if you white, Hispanic, doesn't matter. It's about who got money and power and who don't. That's what racism is all about. Who got money and power and who don't. But the problem is this system has been so corrupted to a lot of people's minds, right? That when somebody do get a little bit of money and somebody do get a little bit of position of power, they shit on those who don't instead of helping those who need it. That's why they won't. That's why they'll make it extremely difficult for chosen ones to have position of power because they know we'll actually make a change for the people who really need it. You feel me? For the people who really need it. They know not to let me be the president, and I have full control of letting and making shit happen. Man, shit'll change overnight. You feel me? I'm not gonna listen to some boss. I'm gonna do what I want to do. They gotta listen to bosses because they slaves to the money. If it means going to Africa and killing a bunch of African people just to take their resources, their golds, and their diamonds, that's what they'll do because that's. Um, India Hayes says, I have a white friend and I can never go to her grandmother's house with her because she was a racist. Right, that's what this goes back to what I'm saying. Not all white folks are like that. It's just some white folks are born into some fucked up family with some fucked up family members. Oh, you're gonna go chill with those niggers? You're a fucking loser. You're an outcast now. You don't hang with those fucking scumbags. Listen, there was one time I was at an airport. I forgot where I was going. I think I was going back to Florida. I was coming from no, I think I was going up north. Basically I'm sitting down by the gate waiting for the plane to come so I can board the plane. Is this family, this white family walks up. This little kid, this little white boy, he starts walking up towards me and he was gonna like, I guess he was gonna interact with me, but I guess it was his dad or his grandpa grabbed the little boy. It's like, no, 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 don't talk to him, stay away from him. See, this stuff is taught. It's taught. Racism ain't in somebody, it's taught to somebody. I saw it with my own eyes, man. That little kid was gonna interact with me. A lot of babies and white kids, they don't care what color you are, they'll interact with you. You'll see pictures on social medias of like little white boys and little white girls interacting with little black boys and little black girls. They interacting with each other, having fun with each other, playing in the sandbox and stuff. But it's the corrupt family system that they're born into that makes them like, nope, we can't talk to those black folks. Nope, nope, nope. They're scumbags. They're monkeys. You know, they want to cover up the history of our ancestors' oppression and ill treatment for so many damn years, for thousands of years. You know, I guess it's a guilt thing because every time they see us, they know we getting fucked over. They know we getting fucked over, man. But some of them be like, damn, we can't just look at black folks as monkeys. We can't look at black folks as this. But they grandpas and they grandmas, them old ass motherfucking racist coon ass motherfuckers who done probably done spat on some black folks, kicked some black folks, and lynched some black folks back in the day, gonna teach their grandchildren, don't hang around those black folks. They're no good for you. They're terrible. But who's really terrible when you was out here calling the police on somebody who's just minding their business? There's so many black men that are in jail because some white woman or some white man was scared. Like, ain't nobody bothering you. Ain't nobody messing with you. We got our own problems. But you gonna call the police on me because I'm just sitting here doing some stuff? Oh yeah, you're skating at the skate park. Nope, nope, nope. We got some niggers at the skate park. We gotta arrest them. We gotta get them out of here. And sometimes if the police is some sort of mason or part of that brotherhood, they have no problem putting some random black folks in handcuffs or gunning us down because in their brotherhood they get praised for it. They get administrative leave. Oh, I just killed a few black folks, but I'm gonna get a bonus. I'm gonna get $40,000 and I'm gonna get put on administrative leave. I'm not gonna go to jail. See, the badge in their system protects them, but it only protects them for so long. It only protects them for so long. It's over, man. I would never sign up to be a police officer. I police the community my own way. I don't need to be part of some government to police the community. The problem is we not trying to police our own community. We depending on the government to do it. And they go the way they gonna do it, they'll kill you. They'll kill your grandbaby, man. They'll kill your daughter. They'll kill your son. Because they have the power to do it. Because that's their brotherhood. That's their oath. That's what they do. You feel me? India Hayes says, being black is one of the greatest things that someone can be. Right. Well, let's just put it out there. We are superior genetically. It's just that once they get you here, which they've been doing for years, once they take away your history, once they take away your ability to have economic power, oh yeah, oh they're gonna start Black Wall Street. Now we can't have that. We're gonna send some white woman in, and we're gonna use her to blame some dude. Oh, he raped me in the elevator, as an excuse to send in a bunch of KKK and whoever hateful ass impregnating our daughters, chopping off men's penises, killing men, right? Emasculating men. But we're the monsters. We're the ones out here we're the ones that's out here dropping bombs on innocent folks who ain't got a damn nickel in their pocket. But we're the monsters though. See, it's all your fault, niggers. It's all your fault. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Carnita, they gonna follow us. You best believe they will. Man, I'm telling you, if a bunch of so-called black melanated folks decide to say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna real deal pack up our shit and go to Africa. They don't want us here anyways. Man, they gonna send the National Guard. They gonna send the CIA. Yeah, where are you guys going? Yeah, why are you guys booking all these plane tickets? Because the truth be told, they hate us, but they fucking need us so they can keep their little sick system running. They feed off of us. That's period poo, period I, period You feel me? That's period I, period Right. Right. I see you, Kanita. Right. Um, Indian Hayes says, they are in for a rude awakening. This is the most highest universe and he black. Come on, Indian Hayes, speak your truth. You cannot deny the fact that melanin is probably one of the most ancient molecules in existence. You know what I'm saying? That's why most black folks don't like the cold. We like the sun. We like the tropics. I'm not saying we like to be hot, but we like the tropics more than being freaking cold. It's just in us. This Earth long time ago was a tropical planet. There was no cold. If you read through books and histories and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Jesus was black too. Yeah, now I ain't gonna lie, Andy Hayes, that kind of controversial. When he's talking to me about Jesus, I'm probably like the wrong guy, but because I can't say he existed. I can't say that, but I do know that we've been around way before they've been around. That's all I'm saying. The truth will present itself right in the end. Facts. You are the only page on my YouTube that messes up is because you be talking the truth. I can watch anything else or I can watch some nonsense and those lives and videos run smooth. What a shame. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, y'all. If my live is messing up, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, try to catch the jewels that you can. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the system is. The system don't like it when you speak out against the horrors that they do. See, I'm not afraid to speak out on it because it's the truth. It's fucked up. Right is right, is wrong. Right? There's no accountability. So I guess when I speak about it, they don't want to hear it because it's too much for them. Too much accountability. But motherfuckers just hate because they need us. You know, a lot of times Narcissists resent you because they hate the fact that they need you. Damn, I can't believe I gotta use this person. So they'll try to make it seem like, you know, oh, you're nothing without me. They'll try to flip the role, basically. That's what they'll try to do. Mine is messing up too. Right. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. Um, Let me shout y'all out. Carnita Johnson, thanks for coming through. China Doll, thanks for coming through. India Hayes, thanks for coming through. E Baby, thanks for coming through. Paul Bonito, thanks for coming through, brother. Um, Queen of the South, thanks for coming through. Adrian, thanks for coming through. And all those who are watching now, thank you all so much for coming through. I'm sorry if the live is messing up, man. They hating on you, boy. That's how you know you speaking some truth when they start messing it up and all this other stuff. But I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get off of here. Bubba, thanks for coming to give me. Like I said, the platform doesn't allow me to see certain messages and stuff. But I will upload this as soon as possible. All right. I love y'all. Please be safe, and I'll talk to y'all soon. All right. Bye bye now.